Hello, welcome to my channel. It's William Jiaming, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about my concern of AI. So remember the first time when you use the search engine like Google, you just input the URL www.google.com, something like that, and you press enter. You got this search bar, and you enter the text you want to search, and you will give it like a ranking. Gone are the golden good days of website, for sure. I built multiple websites. I think maybe like 10 or 20 years ago. And I used like Google AdSense for a pretty long time to earn the ad revenue. So I'm sort of like the first generation of webmaster. So creating multiple blogs as well as all this utility website just to earn revenue. But recently I have a concern about the artificial intelligence incorporate into the search engine. So as you guys already know, that AI is revolutionize a lot of fields. And if you say using a search engine like Google, when you input something right now, it will often give you a AI generated version that is like a compilation of all these texts, like scatter the web, and it will just learn and using got like input into that specific large language model, and it will give you a results, and then it will give the the sources. But I have a concern because we are more and more interact with large language model rather than the original source of the data, and every so-called search as well as generated answer can't be seen again. That is a thing that I think really concerns me. If you think about this, say you use some compilation of AI, so for example like a POE, you will incorporate a lot of API for different AI. Okay, so you input something, you will send that text to different AI and give you different answer. But if you use like a search engine, you input a text, and it will give you a transient answer, like a transient, so-called like a ranked result, or the transient answer that floated at the above. It does not have a history of the answer. And I think it's lack of this feature that really concerns me. If you use Google, or if you are the management of the Google, I sort of want you guys to know that this is concerning, because the motto of Google is do no evil, right? But what if this feature or this attribute be misused, that can do evil things? Because this is transient. There's no record of the thing that has been answered. So maybe the algorithm can be rigged to sway to a specific direction. So for example, sway to a specific preference, sway to a specific political opinion, like left to right, something like that, or sway according to a specific needs. So for example, you want to sell cars, okay? You want to sell electric cars, and you want everyone to sway the opinion of from the petrol cars to electric cars. You might every time you ask Google, say cars, right? Cars recommendation, cars of 2024, 2025. It will just give you a transient answer and recommendation. And at this transient data, it will say the electric cars is better and more mature, right now, and it can save you a lot of money, and blah blah blah, something like that, in this transient data. And it gradually sway people say, hey, electric cars is pretty good because this is the first information that they get. And next time they go to the store, they will just buy electric cars more likely. It will just change percentage. And then maybe some third party investigative journalism body will invest this issue, say, hey, why more and more people buy electric cars or something like that, maybe buy a specific brand of the car, and there will be no hard proof, say, hey, the search engine or whatever compilation or large language model is sort of swaying the data, swaying the opinion. There will be no actual record that if you invest things, they will say, hey, it's a large language model, okay? We don't know what's being generated at that specific time because it's like huge black box, okay? We just add some ethical shackle and some safeguard, so there will be say non-safe from works material be generated, child material be generated, but there's kind of which car to buy or sort of thing. We do not know that. It's just we just use model scrambled internet and generate that result, and we don't know, and there's no record of things. So I think that in order to retrospect, investigate or conform to a certain regulations, we need to ask this company to at least keep this search history, something like that, or maybe interaction history, maybe making it like an option that you can save it for 30 days or something like that, so it is actually there. You can't just say it's a transient data, it's just a one-time interaction and you don't save it, and because this can be used and misused to do a lot of things that maybe change the whole political system, or maybe build a huge empire of cars, or maybe we want to sell say a battery, something like that, okay? I think maybe this is a huge loophole right now because the technologies innovate so rapidly. And I think the regulation should, think of that. And most importantly, everyone should be aware of that. This transit generated thing may be controlled, may be modified, and it may be not so, autopilot by the AI. Maybe it's still manipulated by people. So that's the thing you have to be aware of. But yes, the old good days of website is different, okay? You can look at the source. So some of the the media maybe lean towards the left or lean towards the right. Some of them maybe it's just tech blog. So this is written by some tech guys. So yeah, I know this because I know the original source. But if you say using AI to compile all the things and give you some answer, and you claim this answer to be impartial, unbiased, I'm not so convinced. And I think you should ask yourself a question: should you 100% trust everything the large language model give you, and all this data is not stored, or maybe it's stored, I'm not sure. It's not stored. You can't like a retrospective search, like the history of the generation. And you should be aware of that. That's that thing I want to talk about. And yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thanks, bye.